I have to say this is truly a gift from God. After this tornado, I had no idea how I was going to clean up this mess.
I saw 8 Days of Hope working along the road up here, and they came out, and the 10 people showed up to, put the covering on my roof. They did a good job, and I'm well pleased.
All the workers showed up. They just cleared out everything that they could get to. The trees, they cut them up and brought them to the front. All of the debris all around the house, you couldn't even move.
And it's such a blessing, to have organizations like that, that can come and help somebody that really needs help.
Steve Tiber with 8 Days of Hope, hanging out with Chris Childs, our operations manager. We're here in Nashville, where our rapid response team deployed very quickly, Chris. An EF3 tornado came through this neighborhood, and within hours, you and other leaders were here. Share with the viewer a little bit. You get the phone call. What's the next step?
The next step is I'll reach out to one of our 163 volunteers, see who can meet me here to assess the damage, meet with churches, and see how we can be of assistance.
Within hours, there were literally representatives from 8 Days of Hope here on our campus that we were meeting with, that were laying out a game plan based upon experience and wisdom and context of doing this all over the country, and then having the hundreds of volunteers that converge here, that are ready to serve, that are ready to go. And this is the way the kingdom works. You partner with the right people, and the potential that God has in all of us becomes magnified. It's amazing.
You're here, you're meeting with political leaders, county leaders, state leaders, church leaders. It's chaotic, isn't it?
It is, and our team brings calm into chaos. We've been through this before. The local officials haven't, the pastors haven't. These families obviously have never been through anything like this, but our team has. God has gifted us with folks that can come in, bring calm into chaos, and start assessing the damage, figure out what the needs are, and get in here and start helping people.
And that next day, equipment, shower trailers, feeding trailers, equipment trailers, heavy equipment, bobcats and bucket trucks. I mean, the list is huge, and yet volunteers from around the country bring that stuff here within a day, and we go to work.
The home behind us, that's a home someone raised their family in. And we're able to come in here and clean this up, love on them, pray with them, let them know the Lord loves them, and have a new beginning for them.
Chris, you send the volunteers out in the morning, our other leaders who are leading it, they send them out, and they usually give them a last-minute charge that just don't go out and do work. Share with the viewers a little bit about the ministry that happens when you're at a site serving a family.
Our big thing at 8 Days of Hope is your 3-minute testimony. The Lord has opened a door for you to share what God has done in your life. And it also gives you an opportunity, the Lord gives you an opportunity to share with these families. They need somebody to talk to. They need somebody to pray with them, to hear their story, not just rush in, try to be Superman and clean this up. Take your time, love on these families, and let them know the Lord loves them and we love them.
Yesterday we were down the street, and a guy by the name of Max, I think he was 87 years young, he walked about a quarter mile, Chris, because he heard one of the leaders of 8 Days of Hope was there. He looked me in the eyes, and he just said, "Thank you." That was it. Thank you. His eyes swelled up with tears, and he said, "Thank you." Strangers served Max. He'll never be the same.
It's been help to our spirit to know that there are people still left around in this good country of ours that want to help and do help. That's the best way I can put it.
They have honored us as a church, but they not only have honored us as a church, they've honored a whole lot of other churches, because in this kind of devastation, people are always asking, how can I help? What can I do to help? It's really difficult to send people out just to do whatever they want to do. So when you can pair them up with 8 Days of Hope, it really frees us up to do what we need to be doing, which is minister to people on an individual basis.
It's just amazing. Believers from all walks of life, all ages, all cities and towns coming together all for the glory of God. Rapid response is definitely a godsend, and I don't know where this neighborhood would be without rapid response.
Definitely been a godsend. I know he's sent 8 Days of Hope here for a lot of good, and a lot of other neighbors that they've been helping, and they've helped us out tremendously. Already made our front yard look so much better, just with the brush they've been able to clear away and pile up in different areas that are easier to handle.
This is where we rise in these moments. And so 8 Days of Hope comes along and raises the arms literally of the church. And as the church goes forward, people are drawn to Jesus Christ, which we know is the ultimate hope. So it's less than even logos and names. That's what I love about 8 Days of Hope. They're about how do we connect people to the local church, because you're going to come in and do your work, and people are still going to be here. And so we got to connect them to the local church. That's why we partner with organizations like that, because they're so persistent on making sure people are tied to the local church, which has the ongoing ability to disciple people and walk with people long term.
I want to encourage you to do one of three things, maybe all three. First, pray. Pray for these families that we're serving who feel hopeless. Pray they see a glimmer of hope. Pray that through these volunteers they sense that they haven't been forgotten. The number 8 in the Bible means new beginnings. Our hope is to help these families hopefully start a new beginning. So pray, volunteer. You need to be 18 to travel with us around the country with our rapid response arm, but it's our busiest arm of the ministry. Go to our website, 8daysofhope.com. You can sign up for our email alerts. We'll let you know whenever God opens up a door, like here in Nashville, for you to serve. Lastly, donate. The heavy equipment you see behind us didn't come free. Feeding the volunteers and all the tools and all the equipment, feeding trailers and shower trailers, that costs something too. Consider a donation. You can donate on our website. You can do a one-time gift or set up for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly donation. Pray, volunteer, donate. We hope to see you on a future trip with 8 Days of Hope.